So now we will discuss Nernst equation. This is a very important equation to solve the problems. Nernst equation. So already we know that a galvanic cell which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. In a galvanic cell, the Gibbs free energy that is released during spontaneous redox reaction that will be converted into electrical energy here. So the maximum electrical work done by the galvanic cell that will be equal to what? Decrease in the Gibbs free energy. How much amount of free energy is available that will be converted into what? Electrical energy. So maximum electrical work done by a galvanic cell is equal to decrease in Gibbs free energy. Decrease in the Gibbs free energy. Now the tendency of the atom to lose or gain electron, that is expressed in terms of what? Electrode potential value. Electrode potential value indicates the tendency of the atom to lose or gain electron. Now this electrode potential value, it changes with the concentration of ions in the solution. So this electrode potential value, it depends on the concentration of ions in the electrolytic solution. Now the quantitative relation between the electrode potential value and the concentration of ions in the solution, that will be given by what? Nernst equation. Electrode potential value varies with concentration of ions in solution. In the electrolytic solution, what is the concentration of ion? That decides the electrode potential value. So this is your first point. Second point, now the quantitative relation between electrode potential value and concentration of ions in the solution is given by Nernst equation. So here, by using Nernst equation, you can calculate electrode potential value at any concentration, not only at the standard concentration. By using SHE, you are calculating that electrode potential value only under what? Standard condition. By using SHE, only the standard electrode potential value can be calculated, but here by using Nernst equation, you can calculate electrode potential value at any concentration. That is the advantage of what? Nernst equation here. So here, by using Nernst equation, electrode potential value at any concentration can be calculated. Not only at standard conditions, here. So this Nernst equation, it is about the calculation of electrode potential value at any concentration of electrolytic solution. But if you are using standard hydrogen electrode, by using standard hydrogen electrode only standard electrode potential value can be calculated, and every time coupling of SHE with other electrode at 1 bar pressure and maintaining 298 Kelvin temperature and maintaining 1 molar concentration of electrolytic solution. All these things will be very, very difficult. So using a Nernst equation is very much convenient to calculate the electrode potential value here. So this Nernst equation is very, very useful to calculate electrode potential value. Now we will see that one. Now the maximum electrical work done by the galvanic cell and the decrease in the free energy can be related as, that is, maximum electrical work done by galvanic cell and decrease in Gibbs free energy is related as the formula is delta G, the change in the Gibbs free energy. This is equal to minus N F E cell, where delta G is Gibbs free energy, N is the number of electrons exchanged, F is the Faraday, and this E cell is nothing but cell potential, where this is the Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy, and this will be electrical work done. This will be electrical work done. Now delta G is what here? Gibbs free energy. N is number of electrons exchanged. Number of electrons exchanged. Next, E cell is nothing but cell potential. This is cell potential. In this one, if cell potential is positive, then this delta G value becomes as negative. So that delta G is negative means what? The process will be spontaneous. If this cell potential value is negative, negative into negative become as what? Positive. So that Gibbs free energy value will be positive. The process become as what? Non-spontaneous. If cell potential is 0, delta G become as what? 0. Entire term become as 0. So that this also become as 0 here. And if delta G is 0 means the process is at equilibrium. So what are the conditions here? If E cell is positive, delta G will be what? Negative. So the process become as what? Spontaneous. Another possibility is if a cell potential is a negative, if this E cell value is negative, this negative into negative become as positive, then delta G value become as what? Positive. If Gibbs free energy value is positive, already we know that it become as non-spontaneous. Another possibility is if E cell is equal to 0, cell potential is equal to 0, then Gibbs free energy value also become as 0. Then the process will be at equilibrium. Always you keep in mind, at equilibrium condition, delta G is equal to 0 and cell potential will be equal to 0. Already we know that if all the reacting species are at the unit concentration at 298 Kelvin, then cell potential is taken as what? Standard cell potential. At 298 Kelvin and 1 molar concentration, at 1 molar concentration, this cell potential, this become as what? Standard cell potential. Standard cell potential is nothing but just you have to put a dot on E here. Okay, when this cell potential become as standard cell potential, so that Gibbs free energy is also written as what? Standard Gibbs free energy. So under this standard condition, this formula can be written as delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. This is the standard cell potential. This is for a standard condition, and this is for what? Normal condition. So the next point is, so already we know that the relation between the Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant. Using that equation, we will derive this Nernst equation here. That is also important for solving problems. So here we know that Gibbs free energy delta Z is equal to delta Z naught plus RT ln K equilibrium. So this is the relation between what? Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant here. Now already we know the value of this delta Z and delta Z naught. What is delta Z here? Minus NF E cell here. So this can be written as minus NF E cell, this delta Z value, this will be is equal to minus NF E naught cell, this is a standard cell potential, plus this RT ln K equilibrium is as it is. Now in this one you take minus NF as a common, so this become as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus RT ln K equilibrium divided by NF here. Okay. Now here this ln K equilibrium can be written as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT log of K equilibrium divided by NF. Here F is Faraday, N is number of electrons exchanged during redox reaction, and this will be K equilibrium. This is a cell potential and this is standard cell potential. So this equation is called as what? Nernst equation, we call it as Nernst equation. Now if you put the value of Faraday, 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb. Here R value is 8.314, that is joule per Kelvin. Temperature is 298 Kelvin. If you put these values, the equation become as, where at T is equal to 298 Kelvin. Next R is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin. Next one, Faraday is equal to how much? 96,500 coulomb. If you put these values, this equation become as, that is at 25 degrees Celsius it become as E cell is equal to, this is E naught cell minus 0.591 divided by N value into log of K equilibrium. What is K equilibrium here? Concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. So at 298 Kelvin or 25 degrees Celsius, Nernst equation can be written like this also. So this is your Nernst equation. Now we will apply this Nernst equation to the single electrode potential as well as to the Daniell cell, that is galvanic cell. Now we will apply this Nernst equation for single electrode potential. First we will consider oxidation process. For oxidation process, whenever zinc rod is kept in an electrolytic solution of zinc sulfate, it undergo what? Oxidation here. Oxidation process takes place. So zinc undergo oxidation by losing 2 electrons, that will be converted into zinc plus 2 ion into the aqueous medium, and it loses 2 electrons here. Now how many electrons are lost here? 2 electrons are lost. So the number of electrons lost or gained is equal to what? N value. N value is number of electrons lost or gained during the redox reaction. So N value for this one is 2 here. Suppose if you write equilibrium constant for this oxidation process, that is the concentration of Zn plus 2 ion, molar concentration of zinc plus 2 ion divided by molar concentration of zinc solid here. So for solids, concentration is always taken as what? 1 here. So this become as 1 means equilibrium constant become as equal to molar concentration of Zn plus 2 ion. So this is equal to concentration of Zn plus 2 ion here, because concentration of zinc in the solid state, this is taken as what? 1 year. Concentration of pure solid and pure liquid is taken as what? Unity. That's why this become as 1. So K equilibrium value is equal to what? Just the molar concentration of zinc plus 2 ion. Now if we want to write a Nernst equation for this process, that is electrode potential value for zinc, since it is undergoing oxidation, it can be written as oxidation potential of zinc is equal to standard oxidation potential of zinc minus 2.303 RT log of K equilibrium. What is K equilibrium here? Concentration of Zn plus 2 ion, zinc plus 2 ion, divided by NF. What is N value here? 2, because 2 electrons are lost here, into F. Now at 298 Kelvin, again this can be written as what here? This is 2.303 at 298 Kelvin, at T is equal to 298 Kelvin, R is equal to 8.314, Faraday is nothing but 96,500 Coulomb. Then this equation become as oxidation potential of zinc is equal to standard oxidation potential of zinc minus 0.0591 divided by 2 into, this is a log of molar concentration of Zn plus 2 ion. So this is the Nernst equation to calculate oxidation potential of single electrode, that is zinc electrode. Similarly, we will apply this one for what? Reduction process. Now we will apply this Nernst equation for single electrode potential, that is for the reduction process. Already we have discussed oxidation process. For reduction, to calculate reduction potential of single electrode for reduction process, already we know that whenever copper rod is dipped in the copper sulfate solution, their reduction takes place. So the equation become as what? Copper undergo reduction, copper plus 2 ion in the aqueous medium, they will gain 2 electrons and they become as copper. So this is the copper solid. How many electrons are gained here? 2 electrons are gained. So the number of electrons gained is equal to 2, N value is 2 here. For this equation, if you write equilibrium constant value, K equilibrium is equal to product divided by what? Reactant. Concentration of product is what? That is concentration, molar concentration of copper divided by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion. For solids, already we know that activity is taken as 1, that is concentration is taken as 1. So this become as what? K equilibrium become as 1 by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion, because here molar concentration of solid copper, that is taken as 1 here, because for pure solids and pure liquid that concentration is taken as what? 1. So that this K equilibrium become as what? Equal to 1 by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion. Now if you want to write Nernst equation for the reduction potential of this copper, copper is undergoing reduction, means here reduction potential is calculated. That will be equal to, here this is reduction potential of copper is equal to standard reduction potential of copper minus 2.303 RT log of, what is K equilibrium constant here? This is log of 1 by copper plus 2 ion concentration. Here this is divided by what? NF. What is N value here? 2, and F is Faraday. So this is the reduction potential value of copper, standard reduction potential of copper, Faraday, temperature, gas constant, and this is the molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion here. Now here at 298 Kelvin, again R will be is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin. Next Faraday is equal to 96,500 Coulomb. Now if you substitute these values, this equation become as, this is reduction potential of copper is equal to standard reduction potential of copper minus 0.0591 divided by 2, and F is already substituted, into log of 1 divided by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ions. This is molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion. So this will be the Nernst equation to calculate the reduction potential value of copper rod here. Next one. Now we will apply this Nernst equation for the Daniell cell to calculate the EMF of Daniell cell, that is the current that is produced in the Daniell cell here. This Daniell cell, it is a combination of zinc and copper, where zinc forms oxidation half cell and copper will form a reduction half cell. Zinc undergo oxidation and copper will undergo reduction here. So for Daniell cell, the reaction will be zinc undergo oxidation and this copper undergo reduction here. So this will be converted as Zn plus 2 in the aqueous medium. Copper undergo reduction, it become as copper here. So this is also solid here, and this will be deposited as solid. Zinc loses 2 electron and this copper gains 2 electrons. So the number of electrons exchanged will be equal to 2 here. N value is taken as 2 here. For this equation, if I write equilibrium constant value, K equilibrium is equal to what? Molar concentration of product divided by molar concentration of reactants. So this become as molar concentration of zinc plus 2 into molar concentration of copper, that is solid, divided by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion into the molar concentration of zinc here. Already we know that for solids the concentration is taken as 1 here. So this equation become as K equilibrium become as molar concentration of zinc plus 2 ion divided by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion, because here for solids concentration is taken as 1, that is molar concentration of copper solid is taken as 1 and molar concentration of zinc solid also taken as 1 here. That's why this equilibrium constant will be equal to molar concentration of zinc plus 2 ion divided by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ion. Now if you want to write the Nernst equation for this Daniell cell to calculate the EMF of this Daniell cell, it become as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT divided by N into F. What is N value here? Number of electrons exchanged 2 here. So log of, what is equilibrium constant here? Concentration of zinc plus 2 ion and concentration of copper plus 2 ion. So this become as molar concentration of zinc divided by molar concentration of copper plus 2 ions here. So this is the Nernst equation for what? Daniell cell. Again if you substitute R value, T and F value, again it become as at 298 Kelvin, at a temperature of 298 Kelvin, R is 8.314 joule per Kelvin. Next F is how much here? That is 96,500 coulomb. If you substitute these values, it become as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 divided by 2 into log of concentration of zinc ions divided by concentration of copper ions. So this is the Nernst equation to calculate the EMF of Daniell cell here. Next point. Now we will write the Nernst equation for a Daniell cell at equilibrium. Already we know the Nernst equation for a Daniell cell, that will be E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 divided by 2 log of concentration of zinc plus 2 ion divided by concentration of copper plus 2 ion in the electrolytic solution. This is nothing but log of K equilibrium. Already we know that at equilibrium E cell will be is equal to 0. At equilibrium E cell, that cell potential will be is equal to 0. So this equation become as E naught cell is equal to, this will go this side, 0.0591 divided by 2 log of, this is nothing but equilibrium constant, log of K equilibrium here. Now for Daniell cell, standard cell potential will be is equal to 1.1 volt. Already we know that EMF produced by the Daniell cell is equal to 1.1. For Daniell cell, standard cell potential, this is equal to 1.1 volt here. So you substitute E cell as what, 1.1 volt. This equation become as 1.1 is equal to 0.0591 divided by 2 log of K equilibrium. Now log of K equilibrium is equal to 1.1 into 2 divided by 0.0591. This will be is equal to 37.22. Now K equilibrium value is equal to